I'm excited to talk to you today about how to make your book more profitable. If you've known me for any length of time, that is like my heart and soul. My passion is helping authors actually make money from their books, and it's been I've been working on all different angles of this for years. And I'll just give you an example of what the problem is. If you go to publish your book and you let's just talk about Kindle for a second. You put your book out there on Amazon, it's 99 cents. The royalty is 35%. You get about 30, so you get whatever that number is, 34 cents per book. How many books do you need to make $10,000 a month? Let's just say you're trying to make a living from your book. You've got to sell 28,860 books to make 10K, and you got to do that every month. And by the way, you can't do any repeat business because those people already bought last month. It's not sustainable. Most of the New York Times bestsellers don't do that. And so when you're going to look to do something else, you need some other what I call book profit centers. And one of the number one ways to do that is take your book and create a course, because when somebody reads your book, they're looking for the next steps. Well, can somebody show me what they just told me in the book? You've already proven that you're an authority on the topic. That's the next step that people are looking for. Okay, it makes sense to me. Does this person have a course? And when you start doing the math on that, it changes the game. Let's say we're trying to get to that $10,000 a month number. If you just created a $47 course, you only need to sell 212 of those a month. What about a $500 course? Well, obviously, you only need to sell 20 of those. It changes the game exponentially. And that's why I say your book is a math problem. And with the tools and the technology available today, your course is much closer than you think. And that's why I partnered with the great Daniel Hall, because he's a guru at applying AI to do different tasks. And one of them, I said, but Daniel, can we create something where we can upload a book and have AI analyze it for us and give us the outline for our course so that we can just take that, tweak it, and record it? And he said, yeah, that's a good idea. And so with no further ado, I'd like to welcome Daniel onto this live stream and just have you talk about, well, and demo it if we can. I'm so excited about this. We collaborated. You sent me the AI stuff. I ran it against one of my books. I'm like, this is amazing, because I've got the thing that's now I could just put this in front of me, record my course, and get it done in a half a day. Super excited about this. So, Daniel, I'll let you kind of take over.
Thank you. It's always fun working with you, Ray. You've got such a great community, So what I did when you kind of put that problem to me is like, hey, let's see if we can crack this nut, and we did, in fact, with a generator that does exactly what you described, Ray, where you can basically upload your manuscript. So if you are a nonfiction author, you could upload your manuscript along with this generator into something like ChatGPT or any of the other LLMs, although it works really good in ChatGPT, and it will spit out an expanded version of a course based on the chapters in your book, and not just go as deep as what's in your book, but go deeper, allowing you to create a real value add as a part of your course. And you're so right. Books are a math problem. And they are a math problem to be solved. And it's a really good way to kind of look at it when you look at your own buying habits. When you go to Amazon, for example, how much are you really willing to spend on a book? Is it $30? Is it $40? Is it $50? Maybe if it's a textbook, you're willing to spend, up to $100. And then you've got this, huge tome. And that's very, very rare, especially for most nonfiction authors, right? Well, the idea here is to take what you already have in the marketplace. In other words, take your presently existing book and really amp it up, turbocharge what's there, and put it in a course form. Now do that same evaluation. How much would you be willing to spend on a course on your topic that's really been expanded, that you could really take the concepts that are in your book and riff off on them and put more into them and actually update maybe even your course? Well, that's what this tool will help you to do very, very quickly. Yeah, what I thought what I would do is to demo it so that everyone could see how quickly this can be done. And so what I'm going to do actually here is I'm going to go over to Chat GPT. So let me add that here to our stage, and now we should be looking at it. And I'm going to put in the generator here for that you would do. By the way, I should tell you that once again, this generator is meant to work in chat, but it also works in DeepSeek. It works in basically any other LLM, Claude, Gemini, all of those. It will work really, really well. Now, the reason why, I'll show you the reason why I like using it in chat at better, at least as of the recording of this video. But let's just say that this is our generator, and there's really only 3 user inputs that you see right here. Hopefully you can see that, Ray. It says nonfiction book topic, nonfiction book content, and module count. In other words, how many modules do you want in your course? So for me, we're just going to do a demo on a book that I recently finished. And this is a book on Christianity and prayer. Okay. And in fact, I'll even be a little bit more specific. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer. Okay. So that's what my book is about. Now it says insert content here. So what I've done is I'm going to write in here see attached. And I'm not much of a typist, fortunately. So we're going to go ahead and attach it. Now, for me, I'm going to just upload this straight from my in a text document. So this is the thing in text. So and the reason why I do that is I know it's a very long book. So I wanted to make sure that it all got ingested. So I put the book in text form, although it works really, really well in PDF as well, or .doc, any of those other formats, like it says here. All right, so we've done that. Now, the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to put the number of modules. So I'm just going to put in here, equals 12. Okay, and then we're going to run it. And let's see what it starts producing for us. Okay, so it gives us the course outline, Christianity and Prayer, the Lord's Prayer, based on the content from Praying with Jesus, a journey through the Lord's Prayer. Here's a 12-module outline designed to explore the historical, theological, and practical dimensions of the Lord's Prayer. And then it gives you module 1. Then it gives you module 2. Okay. And module 3, and then it's just going to keep going for 12 modules. Now, it doesn't end there. This is actually a 3-step process. But what I wanted to do is kind of take you through the first step here, because at the very end of this, it will most likely say, would you like to expand each module, 7 slides per module, and graphic ideas? So I'm going to say yes here. Okay, module expand module 1, just like this. And it's going to then take that command and do exactly what we want it to do. Now, the other really cool thing about this is the reason why, going back to the reason why I'm really loving ChatGPT 4.0 at the moment, is that once it's done this, and you can see it actually takes, this is actually more than what's in my book. That's one of the reasons why I really like it as well, is so it gives us the slide text, or maybe you don't want that much text. That's cool too, but it gives you something to put in your speaker notes that you could riff off on. And this is the other thing I love about it. It gives you the graphic suggestion as well, and an AI art prompt, okay, for each module. So it makes it even easier from that standpoint. So there's that's all the stuff for slide 1, for slide 2, slide 3, etc., etc. Now, it's continuing to write here for us. Now, the thing that I really love about this is the fact that once you get here, it's going to when you get to the very end, it will give you some options on what to do next. For example, you could go on and say expand module 2 now, and it will do the same. It'll do 7 slides for you on module 2, and so forth on down through every chapter of your book. Which again, you know, how long would this take you? It would be forever, you know, if you were doing this by yourself. And the thing I love most about it is once you've kind of got it down here, it'll ask you here, would you like me to expand on module 2? And which you could definitely do that. But I'm going to say no here, please. And I'm only doing this for demonstrative purposes so that you know what to do at the very end. You'll say no, or please give me a module 1 version as a PowerPoint. So it will actually then take all of that's here and put it in a .pptx form. Now, while it's doing this, and this takes a little while, by the way. What I thought I would do, Ray, is
I didn't even know that technology existed.
That's why I wanted to show that, and one of the reasons why you might want to use ChatGPT, because I'm not sure if the other ones do that. But what I did, so I don't at the moment, I don't have a PowerPoint on my machine, so because I usually use Google Slides, so I downloaded the PPTX and then uploaded it into this. So now I have, you know, however many 8 slides here for module 1 of my book, of my course on the Lord's Prayer.
Yeah.
So you know, it just very, very quickly, and because I can go back and actually make this, you know, use the AI art prompts to, you know, really make a nice image that would go on this. Now I've basically got my whole course built, you know, in a matter of really minutes, and you're ready to sit down essentially and go to Loom or Camtasia or ScreenFlow, whatever you use as a way to record yourself in a, you know, narrating your slides, because that'll be the next step. You're ready to go. You're ready to actually do that. So that's one of the things that I really wanted to kind of show off here, because see, it gave us, you can just download this bad boy. See, it says download PowerPoint Lord's Prayer module 1. You're ready to go. Or you can go back and say, hey, you know, do module 2 now, because that's the way I like to record my courses, by the way, is I like to like to have one slide deck for every module, just so that I know the beginning of it and the end of it, etc. So at any rate, that's where and that's how to use our nonfiction books to courses generator, which, by the way, you can get on this page somewhere. So there's going to be somewhere around here. This will either be on the sales page itself, this video, or you're watching this on YouTube or someplace else, or maybe you're on X. I don't know what. So you're watching it someplace else, and there'll be a link to go grab this this very special generator that can really transform your nonfiction book from a $5 asset, $5 or maybe $15 or $20 perceived value asset, a book, to a $500 or $1,000 asset, a completely done up course. That's powerful. That's super, super powerful. So that's what I wanted to kind of demo, Ray. And what else do you got to say on the subject?
I just, closing comments. I did this myself with one of my books, The Author Startup, punched it in there, and it's, it gave me well, you showed most of that, but my experience was when I saw this spreadsheet that said slide 1, bullet points, here's the graphic design, here's the prompt to create the graphic design if you want it. I ran one of them that caught my interest was it did a success path for somebody writing a book. So it took everything I had written, gave me the organized course, gave me the slides and everything, and then I said, okay, create that image you're talking about, the success path. And it's like, okay, you needed first draft, do all these kinds of things in this order. And man, I'm telling you, this is this is everybody. You still got to put your 2 cents in and stuff, and it's not but this is not hey AI, come up with a course for me on this. It's, hey AI, take what I've created, take my thoughts, my wisdom, my lessons, and organize it for me so that I can record my course right away. That's a game changer, I think. And most people get stuck. I mean, even that little showing the slides with the bullets there, it's like that takes a lot of time if you're manually creating those slides and typing bullets in and stuff. It's just like, we've got it, you can fix the master slide and create the fancy background if you want and all that, but you've got the stuff there. And like you said, if it's too many bullets, put them in the speaker notes, cover it verbally. And I'll just go back to one thing. We talked about, both you and I have talked about the numbers and how this exponentially changes the amount of revenue you can earn from writing that book. Is something that I was in a mastermind once with Frank Kern, and I was asking him, I said, I'm thinking about this offer and I'm thinking about that offer. And he didn't have to even see which offer. I said, which one should I do? And he said, he didn't have to even look. He just said, whichever one you can do first, whichever one you can roll out first, that's the one I choose. And it's the same for this here is, I've had friends that's go jump in a silo and they're there for, a year building out their course. Exactly. When you can create one and actually test it, and if you get some feedback and it needs something else, that's great, but get it rolled out. And this helps you really accelerate the build of your course.
Oh my gosh, yes. There no question about it. And once again, the really great thing about this is that you can use this and actually sell your new course in the back of your book. That's the really cool thing about this is. And here I just wanted to really quickly kind of show this off because I actually ran the prompt, so it gave me this image to use as our background. So pretty good, pretty cool. Obviously, you could play a little bit more with that, but you sort of get the idea. Just that quick. Have that bad boy up and rolling, and yeah. And by the way, I should say that you and I, Ray, we talked about what we should charge for this thing. So if you look on this page, you will see what a great value this is. It's actually crazy. Off the charts. Yeah. Off the charts. How easily I know that if you're serious, you can afford it for sure. So with that, go grab it, and let us know. Let Ray know. Let me know. We would love to hear from you, and let us know about your course. And actually, for me, send me a link to it. I would love to see what you do with this. I would love to see that, and I think you'd probably feel the same, right, Ray?
I agree. Yeah.
All right, so send it to us. Go grab this right now, and can't wait to see your course. Bye, everyone.